Hey everybody, welcome back to Sweet and Savory Barbecue. I'm your host, Jamie Trader. Today I'm going to be making these Birria style steak and cheese on our Traeger Pellet Grill. Let's get started. So we've got our chuck roast out of the packaging. This one weighed about 2.5 pounds. We trimmed off anything that was hanging. Really, there's not a whole lot with this. So we're going to go ahead and get a binder. I'm using Valentina hot sauce. You can use any kind of hot sauce, oil, water, whatever. Just a little bit of a drizzle and rub that in. We're going to flip it over to the backside, do the same thing, and make sure we get along the edge. For our seasoning, we're using Malcom's Grande Gringo. Any Mexican seasoning, fajita seasoning, taco seasoning will do. Give it about a medium to heavy coat. Get our sides. Got it flipped over. We're going to do the same thing to the backside. Give it a little push. Make sure it helps set up. We'll let this hang out for about 30 minutes while we get the grill fired up. So to get this pellet grill fired up, we're using our Traeger today. We're going to set it to the smoke setting and turn it on. We're using a blend of apple, maple, and cherry. And you just want to wait for the smoke to start coming out of these pellet grills. That way it doesn't build up too much pressure. Once the smoke starts coming out, we're going to set it to 275 and close it down and let it come up to temp. So we've got our vegetables chopped up for our consomme. We've got about a half of a yellow onion, 2 Roma tomatoes, some Ancho, Guajillo, and Arbo chilies. Just going to get those into a pot. We're going to cover this with water. Bring it to a boil and let it simmer for about 15 minutes. So we're up to 275 degrees. We've got our little drip pan in place just to keep the grill clean. Get our chuck roast and set it right over top of that. Get our lid closed. And I'm gonna let this go for like 4 hours before I check on it. So our peppers and onions and tomatoes have boiled for about 15 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and scoop them out of here and transfer them into a bowl. They should be nice and soft by now. Get a pepper and tomato facial. So then we're gonna pour up our liquid just into a measuring cup. You can see it's changed that water to a nice brownish color. And to our bowl, we're gonna add about 3 or 4 cloves of garlic. I didn't really measure, just kind of measure with your heart. A cup of beef broth. And then let's see, what do we have in here? We have about 2 cups of this liquid. I'm gonna use about half of it. That looks good to me. And then hit it with a little bit more of the Grande Gringo seasoning, a couple of tablespoons. And then what you want to do is you want to blend this up until it's smooth, and then you can just let it hang out until we're ready to use it a little bit later on in the cook. So we've been on our pellet grill at 275 for about 4 hours. We've got some really good looking color coming. We're gonna get it inside, get it wrapped up with some of our consomme. Get this chuck roast wrapped up. We've just got it in an aluminum pan, and our consomme made about 4 cups. We're gonna dump about half of that in here with this. There we go. And then we're gonna get a piece of foil placed on top, seal it down nice and tight. We've got our ThermalWorks dot here. We're just gonna go right dead center. We've got that set for 210. As of right now, we are sitting at about 165-ish, 166. So let this go till 210. We'll get it off and let it rest. So we hit 210. I'm gonna turn this thing off. What I want to do is I'm going to take my Thermapen and just feel and make sure it's nice and tender. It looks tender. It looks like it's starting to shred apart, bubbling away. Oh yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this inside on the counter and let it rest for about an hour. So our chuck roast has rested here for about an hour, hour and a half. I'm going to keep our pan handy because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this apart and I'm going to stick it back in there as we are assembling our sandwiches. So what's good about this is you can just make it shred. If there's any unrendered fat, anything like that that doesn't look good, you can kind of pick it on out of there like that. You don't want to eat all that, and just kind of break it apart. You can use a fork if you want to. I like to just do it by hand. Get it back into the consomme. I think we should try a little bit before we do anything else. Not too shabby. We've got our chuck roast pulled and we've got it mixed in with the consomme. We've got 2 hoagie rolls here. You can use whatever kind of bread you like. We're just gonna load them up. Get this second one. One more scoop there should do it. Then what I've got is just some Mexican melting cheese. You can use probably mozzarella, kind of whatever you want. I like this one. It's like called quesadilla cheese is what it's labeled as. Get a good amount on there. And at this point, you can throw it in your oven if you want to melt the cheese. I still got the smoker running, so we're gonna throw it back out there just to melt our cheese. And just like that, after about 10 minutes, our cheese is melted. I've got a little bit of the consomme here. We're gonna dip a little bit in there. Let's get this one out of the way. I'm gonna cut it in half because it's easier to attack it that way. Move that half out of the way. Get back in there. I'm gonna try it without the consomme first. It's really good. It's a different thing than you would expect on a sandwich for sure. And typically this is done in like tacos or quesadillas, but doing it on a sandwich is a really good way to do it. You could cut this up into probably 4 pieces and serve it, as like an appetizer, as a tailgate kind of thing. I want to dip a little bit in the consumè. That's where it's at. You gotta have that. Adds a little bit more spice. Add some smokiness from those different kinds of peppers we have in there. Really good sandwich. Thank y'all for hanging out with us today. We hope you enjoyed the video and give the recipe a try. If you do, make sure to let us know down in the comments how you liked it, how it turned out for you. And be sure to follow us on all our other social medias. Be sure to ring the bell so you don't miss our next video, and we'll see you next time.